name's Sandy. What's your name?
Hey Sandy, my name's Billy.
Cool! So, guess what?
What?
I'm in 6th grade and I go to Flavanna County Middle School.
Oh really?
Awesome.
6th grade? I'm in 6th grade too. What bus do you ride?
I ride bus 51 and it gets off on Cunningham Street.
Oh, that's right, Cunningham Street. Oh, I think I've seen that bus. Oh, okay. So 4 o'clock off at Cunningham Street on bus 51. Oh, that's neat. You ever go to the mall?
Oh my gosh, me and my friends are going to the mall this weekend. It's gonna be so much fun. You should come with us.
Are you usually just get dropped off with your friends or your...
Yep.
Really?
My mom picks us up at night though. You should text me so that way we could go more often. What's your number? Mine is 434-529-4626.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
What's yours?
5726. Mine's 555-4382.
Yeah, it'll be so much fun. So, okay, so what music do you listen to? Because if we're going to be friends, I need to know this stuff.
Dad, your most important job is the safety and security of your home. And there is a menacing enemy in our culture that really threatens that safety and security. And if you have a computer, which most of us do, and if you're on the internet, which most of us are, your child's safety and security will be threatened, is threatened, or has been threatened repeatedly. No father would allow their son or daughter to be stalked or accosted by a sexual predator. No father would allow their child to be engaged by a stranger on the playground or a young teen when they're in the mall. But every day in the United States, there are sexual predators attempting to engage your children. They're attempting to engage your children all the time. Now that is scary. And if you don't believe me, listen to some of these statistics. Approximately 20% of all internet pornography involves children. 9 out of 10 children aged between the ages of 8 and 16 have viewed pornography on the internet, and in most cases intentionally. The adult industry says pornography traffic on the internet is 20 to 30% children. The largest consumer of internet pornography are children and teens between the ages of 12 and 17. And there are 116,000 requests for child pornography a day. Never before in the history of telecommunications media in the United States has so much indecent and obscene material been so easily accessible by so many minors in so many American homes with so few restrictions. If your child or teenager is on the computer quite a bit, if when you walk by in the room or in your house and the screen shifts, if there's history that's been deleted and you didn't want the history deleted, even if you find porn on the computer and you don't know how it got there, I can tell you that someone in your home is viewing pornography and the monsters in the home. But here's the problem. Dad, sometimes we're the ones who let the monster into the home. At a recent Promise Keepers rally, they did a survey of the men at the rally. 51% had viewed pornography within the last week. So dads, I gotta tell you, it's time to man up. If we're in charge of the safety and security of the home, it's time that we stand up and provide for that safety and security. So I have some steps that I want to give you that will help you in dealing with this monster. First of all, you need to keep the computer in an open space somewhere so that it can be viewed at all times. That's not a surefire way of making sure, but if the computer is in the bedroom of your child and they can get to it and access it without parental control, something needs to be done. If you're having a problem with pornography and you're having a problem with temptation, you need to find someone in the home that doesn't have the temptation, and they're the gatekeeper to the computer. They hold all the passwords, and they're the ones that you have to go through and your children have to go through to utilize and access the computer. The third thing I would do is I would check the computer constantly. I would check the history constantly. If the history has been deleted, someone's been viewing porn. And the fourth thing is this: no chat rooms. No chat rooms for teens, no chat rooms for children. That's the main access by sexual predators into your home and into the lives of your children. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, with a bit of exaggeration, if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out. If your right hand offend thee, cut it off. Now there comes some times when we have to take drastic steps, especially when the safety and security of our children are at stake. And it just might be that you have to get pretty forceful with the steps you got to take about the gatekeeper in your home, or even the use of a computer in your home. It may just be that for a time or for a while, you can't use the computer at all. Dr. Kevin Lehman writes, there are over 1 million sexual predators and pedophiles who surf the internet every day, looking for children and teens they can sexually seduce, both emotionally and physically. Dads, parents, you are the key to your family's protection. Listen, parents, you wouldn't allow anybody to stalk your child. How can we allow that to happen through the computers in our home?
Paul writes in Romans 12:2, don't be conformed to the world any longer, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. God wants to transform us to be light in the darkness. Unless we renew our minds with things that are pure and holy and good and righteous, then we'll be conformed to everything else that the world is sending our way. When our mind goes astray, God's ability to do His will through us will be limited. So what do? React, overreact, get overwhelmed and do nothing? No. Be active, be proactive, be informed, be knowledgeable. Become an informed adult, teenage parent. Become a wise child.